Alright, so we're back. I'm back with a video on arrays. Like I said, arrays. Alright, before broadly explaining what are arrays, uh, let me just show you a small piece of code. Like we have got a class here, array demo, and the main method here, and just one main method, and here we have got an array C with these brackets. Int month days is an arbitrary name that I've chosen. This is the data type, that is to say this is how we declare an array, like a variable. If these braces were not there, it would have been a variable, right? But since these braces are there, they are to denote that this is not a variable, this is an array. Array is basically a collection of data, a collection of int data here. It can be float, it can be boolean, it can be float, it can be, long, but string. So string is not a primitive data type. String is a non-primitive data type. We will come to strings later. Okay, so here we have declared an array whose name is this month days of data type int, right? Now here we have not yet assigned any memory, right? Because it has not been what do you say, when I use the new keyword, new operator, like when we create an object class, like if array demo is a class, if I were to create an object, array demo obj equal to new array demo, that new keyword, like a new operator, like I said, it creates an object of the class and hence allocates a block of memory pertinent to this class. So that new keyword has its same purpose here also, to allocate memory to this array, right? So here we have instantiated, like we have allocated memory by, we could have done this in one line also, right? Like int month days braces equal to new int 12, and we have assigned its size, how many values it can store. 12 values, 12 integer type values it can store. So how do we access the values of an array? How do we assign values? How do we assign the 12 values? Here, name of the array and the braces, and here 0. This is how I'm going to explain with a diagram what this means. This is a one-dimensional array. So let me get some space first. Alright, here I've got some space, right? So here let me say what was the name? Month days. Right. Int month days equal to new int 12. This was the line. So this is the name, right? Name of the array. When this is not there, new part is not there, then this means just a variable, just a name of an array, that's all. But when I instantiate this means some memory block has been allocated in the RAM, random access memory of CPU. You know what's a random access memory? Volatile memory versus read-only memory, which is a permanent memory. We do not deal with ROM, we deal with RAM. I mean, RAM is the place where, constantly assigning and deassigning, releasing memory, assigning memory, releasing memory. We work with the RAM when we talk about programming and coding. Anyway, so that there we get a memory allocation where let us visualize this as, since this is a 1D array, that is only 12 numbers. What is a 2D array? 2D array would be, if I were to write this like this, in month days, 2 braces, 2 sets of braces, equal to new int 6 5. Say, suppose this is a 2D array where we consider rows and columns. Here there are only rows, right? So 12, right? So 12 rows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rows. This is int, no, this is month days 0. This is month days 1. The indexing starts from 0. This is 2, 3, 4, like this, 11. Right? So 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is how we access. Okay, so when we talk about 2D array, we have got rows and columns. Like here it is 6 and 5. This means 6 rows and 5 columns. That is, each row of the 6 rows is containing 5 values. So it will be like this. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Again indexing starts with, and there are 5 columns, right? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this one will be 0, 0, right? This one will be 1, since this is the second row. So 1 and 1, 0, since the first column. Then 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0. Right? This value will be, sorry, this one will be, this is the second column, right? But the first row, so 0, 1. This will be 0, 2. So you understand the scheme of numbering? This one, this value, what this will be? This will be 5, fifth row, and sorry, the sixth row, right? Yes, sixth row means 5 here. The indexing is 5, one short, since we start from 0. So this is the fifth row and sixth row and the fifth column, which is 4. This will be the index of the last value here. What will be the value of this? This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth row, that is 4, one short, and column, second column, again one short, that is 1, 4, 1, right? So this is the indexing scheme, and that is how we access the values in the memory and we manipulate the data. Either we assign values or we use the values assigned, right? So now let us come back to coding here. Alright, so here as you can see, I declared and initialized, I declared and instantiated allocated memory to the array, and I've initialized only 3 values. I can initialize all the values, and then I printed only the second value, this one, 30. 1 is referring to the 30, like here if I take up like this 12, so here 31, here 30, 29, like this it is getting stored. So this value I accessed and printed, displayed. So that is how we do arrays. This was a very simple program demonstrating the basic concepts of an array and indexing and declaration, instantiating and initializing values. We can initialize we can initialize the values. Here we initialized in separate lines, right? In 4 or 5 lines of coding, I mean with this, you count it with the terminator, right? So here we can do all this work in one line. So you see here we have declared a month days array, single dimensional array, and we have simply initialized the values. This way also memory has got allocated since we have initialized the values, and we needn't specifically assign 12 here. We can append as many numbers here, it will automatically take up that much space. Like we can assign 6 values here, it will take up 6 rows of space. If we assign 14, if we add 2 more numbers, it will be 14. So that one more space will be allocated. Accordingly, it becomes more easier to code this way, provided of course we want to initialize the values like this, hard coding, unless we want to give the values at runtime. This is a very convenient way. So accordingly our memory gets allocated. So all these values get stored like rows, and I print the 4th value, which is 30 here, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. Month days 3. Oh, sorry, 4. 31. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Month days 4, which is 31. Alright, now let us come to 2D array. Here I've got a class 2D array with a main method here, right? Then we have declared and instantiated an array, allocated memory to the array of type int with 4 rows and 5 columns, two-dimensional array, right? And we have got here two variables. These are default variables and one variable of type int initialized to 0. Now we here are running for loops to assign values and print them in the 2D array. Okay, we run the first for loop. These are nested for loops, right? Yes, here there will be one more braces. This is one. Okay, so this is the first loop to access the locations in the memory. Okay, I equal to 0, I is initialized to 0, I less than 4. Yes, I is less than 4, so it enters the second for loop. Here j is initialized to 0, int j is 0, j is less than 5. Yes, j is less than 5, 0 is less than 5. So 2D ij, that is i's value was 0, j's value was 0, 0, 0 equal to k was 0, right? So first value is 0. Here first value is 0. Then k is incremented to 1. Next, j is, by the conditions of loop, by rules of loop, j is incremented to, it control goes here, j is incremented to 1. 1 is less than 5, yes. So k was 1, right? So j is now 1. So 0, 1. First row 0 and the second value is 1, k. Next, k is again incremented to 2. Again, by the rules of for looping, j is incremented to 2. Here 2 is less than 5, yes. So 0, 2 means the first row and the third column is assigned 2 here. Then like this 3, k is incremented 3 and then 4, and then j is incremented to 5, and 5 is not less than 5, so it comes out of the loop. Next, I is incremented to 1. 1 is less than 4, yes, again it enters the loop. Again j is initialized to 0. So now value is 1, 0. So the second row, k's value was 5, remember? So 5 is assigned here. Then k is incremented to 6. Then again j is in here incremented to 1. So 1, 1, this value. Second row, second column, 6. That is how the looping continues until I is 4, and 4 is not less than 4. By that time all these values get assigned here like this. This is what you get on the screen, because that is how we have again used nested for loops to access the values and get them printed here. So right, that is how, say ij, I is 0 0 0 0 value, then j is incremented to 1, then 0 1, that is 0 1 1, then 0 2 0 3 0 4, then I is incremented to 1, it comes here, then 1 0 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4, like that it prints all the values here. That is how you dry run. You can actually execute these programs in your you can type out the programs in Notepad, install JDK and all, like I told you, set class paths and everything, and you can actually compile and execute the programs through command prompt. Alright, so that was all regarding arrays. So now I'm going to I will be in the next video I will be covering packages, right? So okay, so take care everyone, stay safe and happy, bye bye.